much like the Orient captaincy, you went on to be voted in the greatest Plymouth 11 of all time. How does that make you feel?
It's tremendous, and as I say, it's sort of yet again, the us or myself and us as Essex people or London lads and whatever like that. Until you go down to the southwest, I don't think you appreciate how well thought of the club is, how big the club is, how well supported the club is. I mean, we were in League One at Christmas, and we were averaging 15,000 home games. And it's incredible. But no one knew about it, and obviously I got to know Tony Pulis quite well in coaching sessions, coaching courses and whatever. And he was the one. He said it's an untapped market down there because no one wants to go down there. And we are talking a few years ago, but it still takes a little while. There was no scouts down there. There probably is now. But the talent that was down there was incredible, and the proof's in the pudding with the lads that actually did come from that playoff journey and went up and played in the Championship and done really well. Some of them in the Premiership as well.
And it was a very good period for the club, and you're kind of reading some of my questions, I think, because very much leading into the fact that many do view them as a sleeping giant, given the population of their fan base. I think they're in the region of 250,000, and you look at Burnley's 80,000. What part did the club play in the community? What kind of relationship did you have with the fans during your time there?
Well, the thing is, as I say, we don't appreciate, but sort of obviously the papers and the Sunday papers, they're Southwest papers, and with all due respect to Torquay and Exeter, it's Plymouth all the way. And so, the local daily papers, the Herald, and then on the Sunday there was an Independent, and it was 4 or 5 pages of news of what was happening, and people scratching their backsides and everything like that, trying to find stories about Plymouth. Very, very similar as it would be in Sunderland or Newcastle and whatever, and Peterborough to a degree. I do remember, Peterborough's got that there. But us in London, we sort of, your Tottenhams, your Arsenals, your West Hams, everything like that. And, your Charltons and your QPRs often get forgot about. Always remember the Evening Standard and like Leyton Orient, and it would be great big pages, and you get two lines of how Leyton Orient are doing. But so it was completely reverse, and it's a really big club. Sort of fantastic supporters. Their away support is unbelievable in comparison to how far they have to travel, and a really, really good club. And yeah, I've always got a soft spot for them.
Very positive words. How do you view your time at Plymouth in compared to stints at Orient and latterly Peterborough and Birmingham?
Well, obviously the longevity at Leyton Orient was sort of, that's something that I'm proud of. Probably should have left a little bit earlier than what I did, but the time was ready to move on. Went to Plymouth, got received very, very well there, and had a great time. We had 3 years there. The last year was an unfortunate time. We had an illness that I just couldn't shake, and had a lot of time off. But in general, it was the playing days were fantastic. I managed to score a hell of a lot of goals from midfield, and we had an incredible team in the second year that we ended up 12 points ahead of Burnley. The dreaded playoffs in the first semi-finals didn't happen for us, 0-0 at Burnley. And then we lost 3-1 at home, which was very, very unexpected. As I say, we were 12 points ahead of them in the normal league, and there's something unfair about that, but that's the way it is.